Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ross Patterson Revolution! Brought to you by GhostBed.com.
James, today's the day, James. Today's the day.
Oh.
Today's the day. Johnny Depp is taking a stand today against Amber Heard. Talk around town is he's going to bring up the poop in the bed. Today's going to be a great day. When that's your lead of the day, Johnny Depp taking the stand, talking about her poop in the bed.
Right.
I'm all in. I'm all in on the day.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's early-ish for some people.
I've turned it around as far as my thinking on them suing each other and like why Johnny Depp keeps this going. I think he is going to gain a lot of love, a lot of sympathy. No money is going to happen, right?
Sure.
But I do think he will clear his name a little bit. And I think he will get some love. I mean, they'll see how ridiculous he is, but I think we've always known that. But I think they'll see that he was...
Everything that has come out about Johnny Depp is exactly what I thought he was, and but also what I wanted him to be.
Sure.
So I have no ill will towards Johnny Depp whatsoever. Matter of fact, I want him to succeed. I want him to become Marlon Brando, where he becomes this fucking weirdo and makes a bunch of bizarre movies. And, 2 out of 10 will be great. The others will be off the fucking reservation. And I want another Pirates to happen, okay? I want Pirates for him. Just because I want him to have money and do weird shit.
Yeah.
Because out there right now, there's some bones that he could be buying, either prehistoric or actual humans that have passed away, that could be hung above his mantle, and it'll be a great starter piece for when he opens up his wine that he brought over from the vineyard that he just had to sold. Okay, he sold it. It's gone.
Yeah.
But he's still got bottles of wine from that shit.
Yeah.
So that's what I want. And today's going to be a happy day for Johnny. A lot of laughter, a lot of jokes up there.
Yeah.
Bob, do you have a picture of Johnny from the trial? He still looks cool.
He does. So he took my advice from the beginning of the trial to now, which is let's not maybe look so scruffy.
Okay.
Let's maybe take off
There he is. Yeah,
one
right
or
there.
two rings.
No, the rings are still there, by the way.
Oh, he still has all the rings?
Yeah, look at that. Look at that shit-eating grin right there. He's got to be, 55, Bob, I would imagine?
Oh, Lord, more than that, right?
He's also looking thick.
He's 58.
58.
58.
For 58, he looks great. Look at
He's
Johnny.
looking what?
His face
Thick.
looks a little thick, yeah.
Yeah, well,
but he's-
according to your girlfriend,
Your girlfriend, Amber Heard.
Amber Heard, he's a fat, old man.
Yeah,
Boring.
I could see that. No, switch over to Amber
Boring.
Heard. I have a picture of her queued up.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Fire away.
Please.
Yeah.
There you go.
Somebody tell me they wouldn't take everything. They wouldn't take poop in the bed. Somebody tell me they wouldn't take a missing finger.
Show his first wife, okay? Her name was Vanessa
Paradis. But anyways, and beautiful, but not a crazy, super hot
Bop her up on screen.
Amber Heard.
And
Let's
Amber Heard
see it.
expects a certain kind of man.
She does.
Look at that.
Yes.
Come on, man. It's just a little older Amber Heard. That's all that is.
No, this is an eccentric older woman who's
Yes,
fine with
talented.
Johnny's. Yeah.
She's a musician.
She's a musician.
French.
She's French. I don't know what more you could ask for.
So that
and then you have like a
was-
crazy, normal white girl from Barton Springs. I just don't. And look, I've had the advantage of seeing her without makeup on, so I'm not impressed with her. That don't impress me much.
Anyway, Shania, I urge you to see anyone, famous or otherwise, without makeup and be like, yep.
There's some stunners. There's some stunners that'll get you.
But you think you've seen them without makeup, but you haven't.
I have. I've seen them without makeup. You know who the best was, to be honest with you? Salma Hayek. I saw her without makeup one time, and I was just like, oh my God.
Excluding Latin women. You can't even fucking say that.
That
That's
is
like
racist,
not even fair.
Jesse. That is
Sorry,
racist.
but the jeans, the skin,
Damn it.
the tone.
Especially in like a Latin climate. There's something about the sun and their skin in combination together.
It's just an evenness, that and like an olive, maybe Italian kind of
Perfect lighting
Greek,
always.
something like this. Yes.
Yeah.
It's like nature's airbrush.
Being Latino?
Yes, or
Yeah,
olive skin or something like this, right?
Yeah.
So like, I don't know who you've seen white.
White without makeup? Mm-hmm. I mean, so I watched, before the show started, we were talking about Taylor Swift because she's 32 years old.
Right.
She had a post that said, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 32.
And that
I didn't
was
know she was 32 years old.
And that was mean of her to do.
I didn't know she was 32 years old.
That was not nice of her.
But she is. And I've seen her without makeup in her Disney doc. And, just looks like a normal girl, too.
Okay,
Just a normal
so
girl.
what you're
Normal girl.
saying is
Are you saying it's white
Most-
women?
most white women look fairly normal until we put on some fucking makeup? Is this the revelation that you're having? Because I'm
just
not sure if
saying-
I can do that today.
Amber Heard, like, she doesn't have tits or anything else. Like, there's just nothing to me that's just
All
a
right,
stick figure.
pull it up.
I'm
She's
not-
got fucking tits.
Does she?
Yes.
Let's see if I have a picture of the boobs.
Yeah, apparently
one?
Taylor
Yeah.
Swift has boobs.
So look at those. Those are tiny. Those are some bees that are all pushed up there on the right. Put the picture on screen, Bob.
Wait,
there
this
you
is
go.
Amber Heard.
Yeah.
This is Amber Heard.
That's Amber Heard. Look at that.
She's
That's
got boobs.
That's a good bee. That's a perky bee.
I'm not
Maybe
a
even a C.
bee fan though.
No, I mean, they're not big.
No, I mean, but she's
I'm not a bee
white.
fan.
She's white, and she did not get anything done, which is another thing we all have to do.
And she can though. That's the thing.
She
could.
can, but she doesn't. you
She
know.
could have got some cans on her. Either way, Johnny Depp's gonna bring it up today.
Which part is he going to bring up?
Pooping in the bed.
Pooping the
I
bed.
offered to pay for tits. She didn't want tits. I don't know why she didn't want tits, Your Honor. I said C's. You gotta get big C's. If you get fake tits and you don't get at least big C's, what's the fucking point of even getting fake tits? You know?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're kind of just like, yeah, I mean, I guess.
Can't put that up, but
No, I didn't know these
Can't-
leaked.
Who is that?
Amber Heard?
Is it really?
Whoa.
All right. Can you
can
go
you put it up for us?
for us full screen?
Yeah, I got you.
Should we switch
Those
this over
are
to
like
Patreon?
perfect.
Yeah,
Should we
these are
switch
great
this over to
tits.
Patreon?
Great tits.
Wow. All right.
Those are good tits.
Those are good
Audience,
tits.
one moment. We are blowing this image up for Ross. We need the correct
Thank
reaction.
you. There it is.
Yeah, that's-
okay.
it's a nice
All right.
handful.
Now that I've gone full screen here, man, we really
That
should
is
have done Patreon today.
That is a tiny nipple.
It's a tiny nipple. Those are tiny tits. Now that I've seen this
Not
full
tiny.
screen, I'm not in. This is like a little kid's
They're
body.
not tiny.
This might be the perfect nipple.
They're like, yeah, they're for her size. She's got like good nips.
The areola
and good,
is
good
like
boobs all around.
1.5 times as wide of the radius around the nipple.
I like a big nipple, dude. You know? These are like little kids' boobs. These are like, I feel like this is like a high school thing.
No, they're just small. They're small, perky, small. Not small, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, she was new. She was new in the movie too. Okay.
What movie?
Were the other ones leaked?
Yeah, it looks like an iPhone 4.
There was a spread eeg pic down there. Is that photoshopped?
This one?
Go down. It's on the far left. There's a black
This
and white
one.
picture next to it. That's what I'm talking about. Yep, you got it.
That's 1,000,000% fake. Also, you can tell by the nipples it's
Yeah,
fake.
let's see it. Let's see. Pop that up. Full
Yeah, it's
screen
fake as hell.
Yeah, that's not real. That's not real at all.
Well,
So it's just
Because
her
if that
face?
was her, yes, all in. But that's not her.
Absolutely fake.
Yeah.
yeah, it looks like some discoloration right here.
It's just the nipples. Yeah. What do you? We just saw her real nipples.
Yeah. You could go literally right off the nipples. Although those nipples aren't that hard.
On our, that's not her at all.
No.
By the way, on our last show, when we close up shop here at the old Tetherball Academy Media, whatever year that is, we're going live on YouTube and showing all of this shit, all of it, just to get ripped. Did you hear what happened on Twitch the other day?
No.
So Twitch made a big push for us. Come over to Twitch. We're going to give you this fucking contract with the NFL, some other shit, right?
Right.
Bring your listeners over here. And I was like, man,
Sure.
I don't know how many of our listeners are on Twitch or play video games. And I don't stream. I'm not a, streamer for gaming. I'm not a big
You're
gamer.
not a streamer for gaming.
All of it. Whatever the fuck it is, I don't get into.
A gaming for streamers.
You're not gay for streaming.
I'm not gay for streaming.
Okay.
So I don't play video games at all. I don't have any interest, but I respect the people that do. Like,
Sure.
Batty and Eli and those guys, like, they make a lot of fucking money doing it, and it's fun, and good luck, right?
We
But it's
say
just
good for them.
It's not for me. But we did set up the account so we could get started in these negotiations with the NFL,
Right.
Because they're going to have Thursday night games coming up this fall on Amazon only, and I didn't know Amazon owns Twitch. So there we are. So we set up this account. Totally spaced on it because they kind of ghosted us and didn't get back to us. We did an episode on Patreon with Hope Solo's Butthole where we finally showed the pictures, like after all these years of joking about it on Drinking Bros. Mm-hmm. And Giorgio had the Twitch stream on.
Oops, that was me.
I did it again. I played with your heart.
I forgot the rules of Twitch, okay?
Yeah, well, we got banned real quick.
But people were loving it up until that point.
Oh, it was a
Sure.
blast. It was a
Yeah.
fucking blast.
Yeah.
So on our last show on YouTube, we want them to nuke the and just be like, all right, great. Here's what we're showing you all of the things today.
Right.
And you can get into your scat porn that you love and all of it,
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you've always said for years and years on this show, eventually it all leads to shit porn.
No, it all leads to the butthole.
Yes.
Not necessarily shit, but all roads on the internet lead to the inside of someone's butthole. But the inside, like.
And then out again.
And then out again, and then how big can we, and how far, all of the things. If you go far enough.
Can we go in without touching?
All of it. All of it. How can we hold it open and get a head in there?
This
a
hamster
foot?
out.
Yeah.
Is Johnny up yet? Damn it, I wish we could just live stream this and go from there. It'd be so good.
I mean, apparently, according to Bob, it's court.
And
So
you know what's weird is the
we
public opinion
can't.
on Twitter is all for Johnny right now.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So
it's really
I
turned.
think that him pushing to like really keep,
Right.
keep this open, even though some weird shit is going to come out about him. I think he knew, or was hoping that if people did actually see the shit, hear the shit that she was doing, see her for what she is, he might at least get public opinion back, and he can not a pirates, but he'll get some roles
maybe.
after.
And here's why I say maybe. Another good piece of news for Johnny Depp over the weekend. That fantastic Beast movie came out and bombed without him. So they replaced him and it fucking
was so
bombed.
bad.
It didn't.
It was
It
so
didn't
bad.
bomb because he wasn't
It
in
wasn't because of him.
The last one bombed too, and he was in it. They just suck. They're just
they're real bad. They're
What
real
were the
bad.
box office numbers on that
I
last
don't
one?
know what the audience is for Fantastic Beasts. I don't know the age. I don't know.
It's Rob. It's Harry Potter kids who grew up and have kids now, and they're trying to introduce their kids to the universe in
'Cause
some
it's
way.
like,
and it's all about the animals and the nerdy guy.
Is it adjacent? Is it prequel?
Prequel.
Is it a prequel?
Prequel.
It's Dumbledore.
Yeah.
Young
It's the-
Dumbledore.
yeah.
So the first
Gay
one made
Dumbledore.
$812 million.
And he was in that for roughly 30 seconds, and no one even knew he was in it.
No,
It was a surprise.
That
Through
was
the
the
eyes of
first
Newt.
one. Then
Yeah.
the second one.
He's in it a little bit more. They get the uprising. Colin Farrell is who you think the enemy
Mm-hmm.
is, and then all of a sudden now it's Johnny Depp.
This is for
Yeah.
people that take yearly trips to either Universal
Right.
or Disney.
Okay. And they go to Harry Potter. They have the butterbeer.
Yeah.
And so
like-
the whole culmination of this, for the longest time, people have wondered if Dumbledore was gay or not. And you were going to find out
Oh,
in
that's
this
right.
movie. And they replaced Johnny Depp, who is someone who could probably have some sort of romantic chemistry on screen with another man, with one of the villains from 007 who has
Mads
no
Mikkelsen.
acting range whatsoever.
Okay, so the second one made $700 million. Am I missing something?
It made 650 worldwide, according to this. which is 150 less than the one before that. So they knew Johnny Depp was in it. It made less money, and now this one's making, and it was really bad.
Bob, I'm going to be honest with you. If a movie brings in $654 million, it's a
Worldwide,
huge success.
though.
Yeah. The budget is 200. I'm looking at it. The budget's 200 million.
That's fine.
That's a win.
So you cleared $454 million on that.
Sounds like a dub.
I'll take it.
Still made less than the first one that Johnny Depp basically wasn't in.
Oh my God, Bob! Like, what are we arguing? We're $454 million.
The argument was
isn't good enough for Bob.
You said that it is bombing because Johnny Depp's not in it, and that's not why it's bombing. It's bombing because it sucks.
And who's the other male
And
lead
also,
in it?
Bob has always been rich, so like he
Yeah.
can't really take.
Bob, is there something we don't know? Like, how much did your parents make?
His
parents are lawyers.
Third.
Oh, well, Jesus Christ! Then of course this is pennies to Bob.
Yeah.
454 million to King Bob is pennies.
He doesn't know the
Yes.
struggle.
Yeah.
Yes.
My God, Bob.
He's like, stop being poor, Fantastic Beast.
It's so hard to achieve these numbers. I mean,
His name is Fox Bush.
But also, I didn't.
He has Roman numerals in the
didn't
end of his
hear-
name.
I know. My God,
I didn't
man.
hear it
Called a
was
suffix.
Where
you
is his
fucking plebe.
scepter? Where is his fucking scepter? Like, get it out of the car. God damn it.
He's
dude.
an Esquire. Is it an Esquire?
Is it an Esquire?
We don't know because we're peasants. We have
true.
to
Yeah,
ask
yeah.
questions.
I don't know. I just always assumed he was an Esquire or a sire.
Cyborg?
No.
Whatever, dude. I don't care. If he's a cyborg, he's a cyborg. We don't discriminate here at all.
Back to the movie. The first.
Anyways, what he's saying is I don't think this is like, oh, good, like, see, Johnny Depp? The movie, dropped because of you. I think that was the main point.
It's an easy out, though.
That's true, but no one's seeing this movie because of Johnny Depp, or not seeing it because of
an
Johnny
easy
Depp.
I
out.
don't think he's the...
The catalyst for it?
No, I think he's going to do stuff like...
I think they'll do another Pirates. And that's exactly what I think is going to happen. Dead serious. There's too much money. Hollywood is unoriginal, and you need these huge titles to keep going.
I think he would do better in a Pirates
And
than
I
a
think
Fantastic
he'll
Beasts.
start to enter the Mickey Rourke phase of his career, where he's just going to do some cool shit, and
You know what they should do is some kind of series where he replaces that guy on Hollywood Boulevard
oh
Just for,
shit,
like-
yeah,
a day.
yeah, it'd be great. He really looks like him though. I got a
He
picture with him.
does. He does a lot.
I wonder if I could send that in.
He's a good one.
Give me another Pirates over another Fast and Furious any day.
Yeah, for sure. With Johnny Depp in it.
Yeah.
Like that is one where you kind of do want him there, right?
Although the less you have been bad, there's just too much CGI in it. Just give me Johnny Depp saying ridiculous things as a
Yeah,
pirate.
and like stumbling around,
Yes.
over the top, fake drunk.
Falling into a whore's bed.
All of his like own wardrobe from home,
Yes.
boots, rings.
Damn it! If
Everything.
I can find this Johnny Depp picture, it'd be great right
Bring
now.
Keith Richards back.
Yeah.
Yeah, while you're looking for that, can we,
yeah,
Bob?
yeah.
Did you pull up that picture of him in the hospital bed with the the tip of his finger?
Got it.
cut
Who am I
off?
texting this to? I'm gonna text it to you, Giorgio.
You always can.
Yeah, thank you. So pop this up on screen. Tell me this fucking dude isn't Johnny Depp. So we're on Hollywood Boulevard, and even I did a double take. I was like, huh? Holy
Yeah.
shit. And he did have the voice too. He did the whole thing. He did the whole thing with me. And it was great. Who's in the fucking bed right there?
Okay, so this is gonna come up today when he got the tip of his finger cut off.
Sure.
And this is like
Put
the
that full screen.
pictures.
Put that up full screen.
The pictures that they had where you're like, is he dead? They're like, no, it's just the tip of the finger. Why does he have to be like flat back on a stretcher? By the way, you can't walk. You can't walk.
No,
you need to be on
dude.
a stretcher.
He's probably on pills.
Yeah. He's super fucked up right there.
He's sweating. He's in a cold sweat there, probably.
He looks cold as ice, dude. He looks
Still-
like ice. Those are like iced tea sunglasses.
And
Oh,
is
it's
it a
great.
bandana that's hanging right there, Bob?
Yeah, I'm sure he had a bandana on him, and
Fuck yeah,
And
he
it was
did.
kind of like pushed to the back, which is fun. But anyway,
Very Aunt Jemima-ish.
it's just the tip. But anyway,
Yeah, he's always got a Band-Aid on him. He's got plenty of like wristbands or.
yeah.
Open sores.
I love his whole
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
I
yeah.
love his whole shit.
Oh, so do I.
Pop open the picture of me and
Look
Johnny
at-
on. Look at how identical this guy is.
Is it the same one that dresses up like pirates?
I don't know, but like that's the best I've ever seen on Hollywood Boulevard. And there's a gym there that I was working out at, so I came out inside of the gym and I stopped and I was like, how much? I got to get a picture. Like this is amazing. So,
Right. You and Johnny.
I can't ask for money. I can only ask for tips. So
You work out in a hat?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Because I have endless hair, and so I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
But
not gonna-
but
you're
yeah,
not gonna
I work
go
work out in a hat. Why do you not work out in a hat?
I don't care for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's not an athletic
No.
piece of clothing. No.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, it like keeps your head hot.
Head hot.
Yeah.
I
When
just
you're
don't want to sweat
sweating.
my face.
Yeah, but I don't want to sweat in a hat.
I have endless hats. I throw them away. Like we own a merch. We have merch. We own this. Like yeah, I just throw them away.
Your
They get
hair
disgusting
absorbs the
enough.
sweat.
No, it's all over my face and body, dude. I'm a sweater.
I know, but you're like the opposite,
my
right? Like you
face and
have
body.
plenty of hair. Usually the guy that works out in the hat is bald.
Right.
Like a Bradley Martin.
Yeah,
type.
yeah, but I sweat a lot, so I don't want it going into my eyes. So
Or
I'll
you
either wear a bandana or
You'll
a
do
hat.
a
Yeah.
bandana,
I'll do a
yeah.
bandana.
Have you,
I'll
have you
do
tried a
bandana.
wristband and then give yourself a little before the set? You know, just
Oh,
a little.
So if you look at pictures of me on like Instagram and shit, I'm very Deppish in that way, where I've always got a bandana tied around my wrist, and everybody's like, "Oh, is that to be cool, like John?" No, it's not. It's just because I sweat so much that usually I'll bandana up around the forehead and catch some of that. I don't want to go into my eyes. That's it.
Do we have a
Yeah.
Drinking Bros bandana yet?
I've
We
asked.
should.
I've asked a bunch of times, and I love it. Flags was the first one. For whatever reason, the fucking flags were really hard to get. So yeah, we're working on the bandanas now.
I also need a cape.
Someone's asking for you to sell your sweaty hats.
Yeah, if you want to.
Oh.
So we'll fucking sign. I mean, there's a shit ton over here. So like, yeah, for sure. If you
Is
want
that
it, you
gonna
got
be-
it.
Is that going to
You got
be like where do we sell it? Is that going to be like selling underwear? kind of?
Yeah. Tell me what
vibe?
you did. Man, what'd you do that day? I did fucking chest in this hat.
Yeah,
You
I
like that?
ate a pizza in this
You
one.
like that?
Yeah. And I sweat my fucking face
I
off.
sweated my face off, dude. If it smells like fucking 38 hard seltzers, well, you know where it
Yeah.
came from and what I was doing. Okay.
What does that smell like?
Yeah.
Nothing actually, which is nice. So
It
whenever
is
I was drinking like craft beer or fucking hard booze, like any brown liquor, you can smell that in a sauna where you're just like, oh god damn it, man, I fucking reek. Seltzer
Yeah.
though is kind of nothing. You're good
Right.
to go on that. So
Right.
yeah, and that 8% really sneaks up on you. If I get one more blackout photo of somebody, they're like,
Yeah.
man, it's the greatest time of my life, and I'm like, I know, you're welcome. HardAFSeltzer.com. More celebration though today, Jabes.
Yeah.
Mask mandate was lifted.
Were people still doing it?
Yeah.
America, America.
God, here, lonely.
For the audience at home too, I hit the applause button.
You did.
Yeah.
You did.
So that was
Dan's
worth it.
really getting into it.
Before
So,
Dan hitting the applause button.
Did you?
Thank you.
Now he's pissed again.
no, thank you for thanking him, and then thank you for thanking me on that.
Now he's pissed again.
I have a flight on Sunday, so that is a big deal for me. I was not looking forward to that. I know bullshit. 2 days ago, I got this fucking email from the flight. Don't forget to wear a mask. You got a mask up, and it's going to be great. And I'm like, fuck you guys, dude, because they extended it until May.
Mm-hmm.
And then a judge, what's her name? I tell you what, this one's worth popping up because as far as judges go, this is probably the only judge you'd fuck. I think she's 33. Trump appointed her. And it was one of 10 of his federal appointees. She's in the great state of Florida, Delco's adopted home state. And she said exactly word for word what Dan Holloway said on Drinking Bros 2 weeks ago. The CDC does not have this type of power over you. Therefore, you can't do this.
No, they make suggestions.
They make suggestions,
to people that.
But an
make-
administration cannot enforce them. There she is. Boom. She passed it.
Yeah, but without makeup.
100%. Without makeup, yes, you were 100% right. That's not.
Oh, is she just like normal without it?
Ugh,
Ew.
she's gross.
Disgusting.
Yeah. Like you're hot without makeup. So I don't have to worry about it.
I am not.
Yeah, you are. Okay? Walk around the house and you're still fucking hot, all right?
To you.
Well, does it matter?
Like a couple other opinions. No, I'm joking. Because you know me, maybe. I don't know. But yes, every single woman. Unless she's, I don't know, what, 23?
Maybe.
20 to 23.
She's only 33. So this judge
could get away with it.
Said, hey, dude, you can't fucking do this. And everybody was kind of waiting in limbo last night to see, all right, is it going to go down then? Or what are people going to say? These motherfuckers on Delta, the pilot just stopped the plane and was just like, ladies and gentlemen, I've just been told over the control tower that Delta is no longer requiring masks. Plane rips up in applause. Do you have that video?
Yeah,
Bob?
some dude was like, finally.
I know.
Oh, God.
Did you see the stewardess crying in that one video? The stewardess is crying. She's like, I haven't taken this off in 2.5 years.
The stewardess really did.
That got me.
They really were.
That was like a
every
My Wish on Sports
second,
Center. That got me.
That guy that was like the 30 for 30.
Yeah, it was
Not great for people with double chins, though.
no, and
Yeah.
you get to see what people actually look like again, and that's not a good thing for some people.
Right.
But for the rest of us, it's fantastic. And there we go, Bob. Let me play that on screen, on the old screenage.
April 18th, the Biden administration announced that the Transportation Security Administration will no longer enforce the federal mandate requiring masks in all U.S. airports and on-board aircraft.
Finally!
Optional for all airport employees, crew members.
I would love a picture of the people that are mad about it.
So here's what happened, right?
That are like putting theirs tighter and being like, oh, God.
Well, so here's what happened. So this judge in Florida announces this. The White House realizes they're fucked. So you have about an hour there, right? Where you're like, oh, great. What are we going to do?
Yeah.
So then they immediately had to come out and be like, yep, the Biden administration says you're free to go. And it was like, no, it was this judge in Florida. And if it weren't for her, we'd all still be fucking masked up doing this dumb shit where I pretend to eat fucking pizzeria combos for 2 hours on a flight and order endless drinks where I'm just like, oh,
But
God.
we don't actually pretend. Like, we eat them.
No, they got to a point for me because I travel so much that I was like, I can't just keep chucking a bag of pizzeria combos in my face every flight.
Just so you know, I ate every combo. Okay? Because I'm a rule follower.
Busby's saying, look up the Parkland shooting judge. Why, was she hot too? Are we going with hot judges today?
No.
Yeah, but as far as that Biden bullshit, like, dude, no, you didn't have a choice, and it ended. The beauty of it was our friends, the Hodge twins, were actually on a flight last night when this went down. And so they said 95% of people on the plane took off their mask and everybody raged and partied, right? But they said 5% still kept theirs on. And this goes back to what we've been saying for a long time on this show, where I think because of fear and everything else, people will still wear masks forever. We're going to see that forever. I just saw it downstairs in that coffee shop.
Go on Twitter.
What's on?
They're all on Twitter. Like anybody that like is still pro mask is just like, oh, I can't believe they're doing this. Like I'm still gonna wear my mask.
Oh yeah. I saw that. Remember the guy they interviewed? You showed me this morning on Good Morning America. That old man.
So he had his mask, cloth, like super big mask around his chin and bottom lip, and was like, you guys can play your games, but I'm still gonna wear my mask.
And his nose was out, and so was his top lip. You could see his top lip. That's how droopy the mask was on his face.
And it was like a blue with like unicorn. It was like something like not at all what you would think he'd be wearing. But anyway, there are still gonna be, we haven't, whenever I see stuff like this, I'm always like, oh shit, people are still doing that. Only because we're in Dripping Springs, and as far as school, everything, like we haven't been wearing the mask for a very long time. In that small, and that's school, grocery store, where restaurants, everything. So you're always like, oh shit, There's people like, I'll just hear like last week where they're like, they're lifting the, and you're like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, people are still doing that. Yeah, but I have 2 flights next week.
Yeah.
About 3 days apart, and because I did clear the security clearance for the White House, so apparently, either they listen to the show. Thank you, bless you. Either they listen to the show and they're like, "Yo, man, fuck this! It'd be hilarious to have Ross there." That's my guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing all the things so that I might go into labor while you're gone, because I would rather be right.
Right about what?
Just like everyone's being like, oh man, you're leaving like really close to her due date.
You're 3 weeks after. What is it, May 17th?
No.
When is it? What day?
10th.
You keep changing the day. So it was May 17th.
No, I don't. They keep changing it.
And then it was May 15th. Now it's May 10th.
They keep changing it.
Okay. All right. Well, look, it's the fucking White House, bro. It's the White House.
I know, and I'm just saying, like, the way that we are stubborn-wise and stuff, like, I would rather be right.
When she comes out, the baby comes out, and she's old enough, and if she says, Dad,
why
weren't you at my birth? Where were you?
Yeah.
And I say the White House, and she says, God damn, you're an important man.
Right.
You're an important father, and you're an important figure to the world.
But she's going to be my daughter. So
I will
she's
judge
gonna
all
say that?
men
Sort of.
compared to you, Ross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Greg LaMontagne's here. What's up, bro? Who do you got with you?
What do you do?
Fuck yeah. What's up? Hey, help yourself to some Hard AF seltzers, by the way. They're in the fridge behind Dan's desk. The other fridge is, it's noon. It's noon. You guys are you're good, dude. You have any responsibilities today? We're staying in town. Okay.
They're drinking
And
water.
and your 200th episode is coming up, right?
Just had it Saturday.
Oh, you just had it on Saturday. Congratulations. We were out doing Easter stuff with the fam, getting ready for a nice little shindig. That was fun, by the way. Shout out to Carrie and Michael for throwing that thing.
Yeah, it was fun.
We had everybody in the neighborhood over. Dan and Brittany came over. Dan brought some tomahawk steaks. A lot of meats there. My God, dude. I do love that about Texas. Everybody brings a meat.
Right, a different cut and a different cook. Yeah,
it's not one of those like, oh, just bring a little dish of green beans or something like that.
What can I bring? Fruit?
Everybody just brings meat, and you're just looking at this huge table of Texas meat, and you're like, fuck yeah.
There was one salad, and this lady was like, I'm not gonna have any of that. I was like, yes.
Have we neglected sides though?
Sides?
Yeah, I mean, I am a side.
Same here. I
girly,
love sides too.
Yeah.
I love sides too, but they had, your standard coleslaw was there. Those potatoes are really fucking good though.
Is that one thing where Carolina culture had it over Texas?
Yeah.
They kind of respected
like
the
we
sides.
definitely went harder on the sides than on the like
But
main.
the barbecue wasn't as good.
That's what I'm saying. We went harder on the sides and then just like
I'll take a meat land versus a sides
I was talking
land.
to Giorgio, excuse me.
Oh, you were? I'm so sorry.
We were talking about our North Carolina experience.
Yeah.
We both had also.
This is our truth.
Yeah. Don't tell us that what we
That's
believe
fine.
and what we feel
I'm
is wrong.
gonna put you both on the spot then. Favorite side, go. 5, 4,
German potato salad.
3, 2,
Deviled eggs.
1. Okay.
Classic.
But is that a side?
Oh,
Yes.
well then maybe
That's
I'm
an
talking.
appetizer. That's
What?
an hors d'oeuvre.
It's an hors d'oeuvre. Well,
It's not
maybe
a
I'm
side.
an hors d'oeuvre girly.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Because I like the dips and the like a sausage dip, jalapeno dip, deviled eggs.
Yeah, so you
those are
don't
orders.
like sides.
Yeah, that's more like Rob's jam. Like when his family's had parties, they've just had the servers going around with the
Oh yeah,
trays of hors d'oeuvres.
whenever he
and
comes, like
crab
whenever
cake balls.
I invite him to my house too, he's like, "Oh, is it tray pass?" And I'm like, "What?"
Yeah. King Bob.
King Bob, is it tray pass or sit down? I'm like, Bob, dude, it's just a barbecue.
We're going to have to get one of those King's horn for the soundboard
Yeah,
there
yeah.
when King Bob arrives. you know?
Yeah.
Can we get some truffled mini quiches, please?
Yeah. Ooh, what is that? Is that a salmon Bellini? What are we talking about?
We're
though?
going,
I know,
we're going
not
hard
talking
today.
about sides.
We're going
and stuff.
real hard today. We're going to go long today because I don't really give a fuck and I don't have an interview until 2 o'clock. Dan's closing on his house today. So let's go. Let's fucking go for it today. Shall we?
Is he gonna make it?
Congrats.
Let's do it. Yeah. Thank you. Is he going to make the closing?
Closes at
No,
one.
the
Make the
interview.
show. I said, don't worry about it. Because when you close on a house, that's a big deal. You want to take your time, enjoy it. They usually give you a bottle of champagne and some other shit. And it's a big deal. It's a big deal, especially because there's going to be a massive recession next year. So you really want to get in that house now. So good for him. I told him.
Buy high.
Not buy high.
Yeah, exactly.
Not buy high. It's because the interest rates are going up. So like, it's starting to get dicey, and the market's starting to cool off a little bit. I'm not stoked about it, because I'm also looking for a new casa myself. So we'll see what happens. But I'll read the sponsors first, and then we'll just keep rocking today for as long as we want, Jabes. You want to shave your head live on air?
What?
Why not, dude?
Why?
Why not?
Why?
Let's bring the baby into the world with a different outlook on life, Let's go Jada Pinkett with it today.
No.
Let's do it.
What? Okay.
By the way, keep my wife's name out your mouth.
Stop.
First and foremost, ghostbed.com/Drinking Bros. We had the president on Drinking Bros last night. What a fucking awesome dude. I had a really nice conversation with him. I really enjoyed his whole shit. Mark Werner is his name. And if the last name sounds familiar, it should. His family is the ladder company, the Werners. I mean, 90% of all ladders in America are Werner ladders. It's like, holy shit, I just used one of your ladders the other day.
And he is the creator of the digital scale.
Yeah, I created the digital scale. You believe that? So, a lot of things going on in that family. They got a lot of patents, a lot going on. And he's also the first one to shrink wrap a mattress and put it in a box and ship it.
He was?
He was, yeah. So they were running that company for 25 years. I didn't know it was that long.
Wow.
Yeah, Nature's Sleep. Best mattresses in the biz, kids. 2 free pillows with a mattress right now. 40% off the bundle package. It's the adjustable base and the mattress combined together. 30% off if you just want to load up the cart full of everything you can think of. Just the mattress, put sheets in there, do it. Pillow toppers, weighted blankets, go nuts. It's your world, okay? Don't let the outsiders tell you what to do. Go to ghostbed.com/Drinking Bros today. Live in comfort. Live like a king. Like a King Bob, dude. Just live in comfort.
Yeah.
Go to ghostbed.com/Drinking Bros today, where they've got the 60-month pay-as-you-go program. No interest if you have decent credit. So everything I chatted about just moments ago is good to go with that deal as well. And you can have a brand new bedroom set for $25 a month. Jobless.
Yes.
What do we got next here on the old program?
We have Liquid Ivy.
Got some right here. Bang, bang.
Of course you do.
Bang, bang.
You do it.
Every day. Every day.
What's your
watermelon?
Watermelon. We got a new shipment to the house, so we have Concord grape back in stock at the house.
Shit.
But it's for Jax and I, so you're gonna have to.
It's for the big guy.
And I do lemon lime. Anyways, if you don't know what Liquid IV is, obviously, I don't know where you've been. Maybe you've been at Jared Leto's ashram, and you're just coming out of, you know what I mean, some kind of weird sabbatical, and you're like, oh, what's Liquid IV?
What happens?
Because it kind of is everywhere at this point. It's a little packet that you put into 16 ounces of water, and it's going to hydrate you 2 to 3 times more than if you just drank that water by itself. Water is gross. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
It's just,
it's
hard
better
to
with
get
Liquid
it
IV.
down. Yeah.
Now, you can get Liquid IV in bulk at Costco, and that's fine. I'm sure you see it everywhere, and you can buy that, but you're not getting 25% off. To get the 25% off, you need to type in the promo code Nooners at liquidiv.com. 25% off. Gets shipped to your house, and that's everything they got all across the board. So anything in the entire store, 25% off at liquidiv.com. I literally have a stick to start off every single morning, and I usually cap off the night with one before I go to sleep.
Smart.
Shit, the tax guy is here. Just did taxes. He can come on in. Come on in, fam.
What are you gonna do?
We'll put him on camera, and I want him to tell the audience how much I had to fucking pay.
No.
I'm kidding. I'm not going to tell that, but I will put him on camera because I told him, I was like, not a fucking prayer, Holmes. Not a prayer. He can come in. He knows. Shit, Jabes. You don't have to side-eyed me. He knows.
Why don't you have him come in for the Roman ad?
Oh, is that what we got up next? Mm-hmm. Roman. And I'll ask him if he's got ED.
Whew.
Why not? Jabes, do you know the percentages of men that have erectile dysfunction between
I
the ages of
don't.
40 to 75? It's high. It's 44%. That's a big boy number, okay? So
Yeah.
chances are, like, 'cause there's two of them at work together, one of them's got ED,
Yeah.
you know?
Right.
I think today's the day we find out who it is. Live on air.
Right.
Let's see that dong. Can you get it hard on commands? Then you need to take some Roman, okay? Roman. Let's get Roman ready, okay? Oh, he's walking in now. We'll ask
Roman
him.
ready.
Yeah. Fire away, James. Go ahead and read that real quick. I'm going to respond to him and tell
When
him
the
to come in.
moment for intimacy arrives,
Yeah.
you need to be ready. Roman ready. I'm actually listening to a podcast from the makers of Death, Sex, and Money that's called Hard. And it's all like people's story of Viagra and all kinds of like the beginning of this. So it's more common than you think. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Just go to getroman.com/nooners. Talk to a
licensed U.S. healthcare professional. I was wrong. 52% of guys age 40 to 70 experience erectile
Yeah.
dysfunction. So one of them has it.
That's the definition of fairly common.
One of
right?
them can't get hard.
Right.
Yeah, and that's fine.
So you're going to chat with the licensed professional. They're going to
Yeah.
decide what's the right thing for you. Do you want to start with a swipe and maybe just try like a topical? Do
Yeah.
you want to get medication? Whatever. They're going to decide it's going to come to your house in a discreet package that looks cool, like a pair of headphones or something. And then you can be like, oh, sweet. Let me try these.
Yeah,
on.
not as great. And by the way, they don't, when you talk to these U.S. licensed healthcare professionals, you don't have to blast your dong against the screen. Like, they're not going to ask for that. We've had some questions about that of like, hey, do I actually have to pull my pants down on camera? And I'm like, no, you do not. That would be weird. But that'd also be like a site for Giorgio that I think he could start very quickly if he wanted to. Let me see it first, and then
May
he
have
sends
to
him
scrap
some
this
stuff.
whole ad, but
No, not at all. That's real. These are the questions we're getting.
Okay.
We're answering the questions.
you're answering the
for
questions
people.
of the people. Yep.
So what you're going to want to do is go to getroman.com/nooners today. And if you're prescribed, you get $15 off your first month of ED treatment. Make sure you're ready to have confidence and control this fall. Roman ready. Getroman.com/nooners. Let's go, fam. It's time. And then hardafseltzer.com. Everybody's getting lit this summer. Get fucking wasted. 8%. Get shipped right to your house. 42 states. Everybody's drinking it. hardafseltzer.com. Here we go. The mask mandate is still not the biggest story today, though, Japes.
Okay.
It's not.
Okay.
The Mexican pizza will be back at Taco Bell May 19th.
By the way, huge.
Bam, 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 bam.
Thanks, Doja Cat.
No, we're not thanking Doja Cat. So I saw her say that at the end of her set at Coachella. First of all, she's been all over the map yelling at people on Twitter that she's going to retire. I think the world's a little too big for Doja Cat these days. But yeah, she didn't bring back the fucking Mexican pizza. We did. We did that on this program. We did a whole fucking show about it. When Taco Bell decided to take away, I think it was 19 items, we did a whole Drinkin' Bros show on it. And we bitched about that Mexican pizza.
Oh, yeah.
And now that's back. If we can just get the Mexi Melt back, we're all good.
Only
No
needs
problems.
the Mexican
Mexico.
pizza.
That's it. So May 19th, I told everybody yesterday, will be Mexican Pizza Day in the office. It's a Thursday. We'll all be here. We'll be eating Mexican pizzas from Taco Bell all day long
my gosh.
on set and having
You'll be just like my chubby softball team
yeah, dude. Were they all eating Mexican
in
pizzas?
high school. Yeah, we
Yeah.
would go every day.
Every day, yeah.
basically.
Get a nice little Mexican
That
pizza.
was our fuel. Just some chubby softball players.
That should be their new slogan.
Yeah,
Taco Bell, keeping softball players chubby for years.
chubby for years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't worry about it, gals. Nobody's looking at you. Right? Eat that pizza. Because they weren't.
No, they weren't.
And we were under no, delusions that they were. So we're
No.
like, okay, I'll get another one. Fuck it.
I caught women's softball the other day on like ESPN 9 or whatever it was. There's a new thing they're wearing where it's a face mask, but they're in the field. Like the pitcher.
Pitchers.
Yeah, the pitchers wear this face mask.
Yeah, it's just protection. So like when they get a
I
ball
don't think
hit right
that's
back at
that
them.
new.
It's not new. That's been in there for a while.
Here's the thing, dude. Like there's some hot pitchers in softball, Why are we putting a
They
fucking
don't
Hannibal
all-
Lecter mask?
Protect that hot
They
face.
don't
No.
all wear them,
Nope.
by the way.
That's the only time we're going to see him is during the game. So
But they don't
No.
all
Take
wear
it
them.
off.
It's like a, Kareem and
Looks
his
weird.
glasses.
Yeah.
You don't have to, but if you want to, do it.
Kareem and his goggles.
Yeah. It was like, yes, you technically are never going to get poked in the eye.
Yeah.
But gosh darn.
Why didn't you wear contacts?
Gosh, you look.
Yeah.
What do you mean contacts?
For Kareem. That's
No,
what I always
he-
wondered. Why didn't Kareem just wear contacts instead of those big glasses?
No, because he didn't want to get poked in the fucking eye.
Was it? Or was it because he couldn't see? Because he was super fucking old by the time he started wearing
How
those
long
things.
have contacts been around?
Man.
It wasn't
40 years,
because he
50
couldn't
years?
see, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, he couldn't see. Those are prescription. Those are rec specs.
Yeah, but still, like, it's still way
I had to
more-
wear a pair in 7th grade, and it was not sweet.
It's way more reasonable than what Rip Hamilton used to do, where he broke his nose and then
Oh.
just continued to wear the mask.
Even
after
worse. Yeah, even worse with Rip Hamilton. So you know those Phantom of the Opera masks that players wear when they break their nose? And you'll see it's like a clear mask for basketball. This fucking dude broke his nose early in his career.
Oh, yeah.
And then just wore it for another
Yeah.
12 years straight. And you're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, God. It's just so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And there's just so much sweat underneath that plastic and steam. They get fogged up. I don't know why. Like Kareem, why didn't you just wear contacts, bro?
Yeah,
Everybody else
LeBron wore it for like half a game and then threw it into the crowd.
threw it into the crowd. He was like, fuck this.
Gross.
Yeah.
But okay.
Well, game worn is worth more. It is, Jabes. Sorry about it. The guy who killed Mac Miller, not only did they catch him, he just got sentenced yesterday. He had 11 years for the old fentanyl. He said he was just a middleman. He didn't know that it was fentanyl presses. That's a weird one for me, where it's like, how do you prove where it really came from? And do you know what
How
it
do you
really
prove
is?
that he knew? They must have been able to, right?
They weren't. So the other two guys that he's with, I guess the dealer himself, because he was the guy that was delivering it to Mac Miller. So they caught the dealer himself. They got this middleman, and then they got one other guy that I guess allegedly had the pill press to make these fake pills. It was OxyContin is what the final verdict was, because I didn't know whether it was Vicodin or Oxy, so it was Oxy's. And so he got sentenced to 11 years yesterday, and then the other two are still in jail, and then they're going to sentence those guys as well. I guess one gets a lesser charge, and then one will get a higher charge, but you're still kind of looking around the same numbers.
Is this your tax?
Oh, what's up, dude? What's up, Phil? Come on in. You can pop on that screen behind me. Come on in. You can come on behind me. Yeah, dude. Wait, I just did taxes yesterday.
He's actually doing it.
Yeah, there you go. Wave to everybody, Phil.
That's a true.
It was tax day
That's a
yesterday.
true tax
You see yourself
man.
over there? No, yeah, pop it on me. There you go. There you go. How about that? Phil, you fucked me yesterday. That number you gave me almost made me want to hang myself from one of these rafters in here, and I just would have wrote taxman on my chest on like a chalkboard. Oh, you're here to collect? I texted you last night, and I was like, because you're like, hey, just go to IRS.gov and pay this shit. I paid it, and then afterwards, I had a huge drink, and I told my wife I'd meet her in the bedroom. She's like, what are you doing out there? And I'm like, paying taxes, okay?
Said I need a minute.
I need a minute, damn it. I'm paying taxes,
But you know,
all right?
Phil isn't going to tell you anything that's not right. He's not going to steer you wrong.
I understand. He's
You're
just the
the
messenger.
one that did it.
I'm not shooting the messenger. I'm just not happy with the whole shit.
Of course
'Cause I tell
you
the
aren't.
audience everything on this show about the fucking 15 grand that's that they still owe me from last year. Thanks, Joe Biden, you fuck. We got to get that for you. You got to get him out of office? No. Oh, okay. Phil, who cares who you voted for, all right? Yeah, we'll get it taken care of. But I appreciate you stopping by. Help yourself to a Hard AF Seltzers behind the desk, behind Dan's desk, if you want to try them out, by the way. Yeah. That's the company that we're filed the extension for.
Good seeing you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you're tax man. They're kind of off today, huh?
Taxman cometh. Taxman
worked-
cometh. Yeah.
Worked
Work, that's
hard.
right. Now it's vacation for you guys. Yeah. You
Yeah,
You
exactly.
holding? You got an 8-ball on you? You guys holding any fun stuff?
Try the seltzer.
Because now that
Greg,
tax
can
day
you
is
grab
over,
him
my guy
just two to try?
yeah, grab him a couple seltzers. Grab the blue raz and the peach if they're back there. My tax guy in North Carolina, literally right after at 12:01, he would pack up his family in a car and just drive to Florida for like 2 weeks. And he was just like, "Fuck you guys. Whoever filed an extension, I'll get to that after this 2-week vacation, but I'm out of here. I'm gone." Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's still working. Still working.
The guy in North Carolina, he looks like, his office looked like an episode of Hoarders, where it was just papers as high as you could possibly see everywhere, and you were kind of dipping through the thing, and I'm like, are you sure these are going to be correct?
Yeah.
Are you sure? But yeah, the tax man has cometh. If you didn't pay yesterday or have somebody like Phil, then you're fucked.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah.
They'll come beating down your door for that. God forbid they didn't give
Good luck calling that number,
$1.8 billion to Ukraine. But they're gonna want your fucking $4,000 or whatever it is you owe. Jesus Christ. Oh, no mask either. Oh, really? Somebody else did that. Biden, you fuck. Man, I'm on a roll today. God
You
damn it.
You really are.
If we had some cocaine up in here, could you imagine the run I'd go on right now?
You kind of seem like you did have
I
some.
wish I did, man. I had a power workout real quick.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. There was two guys in like Jesus t-shirts with the cross on. Apparently just left over from Easter, or maybe they just went hard on Easter and fell asleep in their Easter gear.
Right.
But it was sleeveless like cutouts. So the sleeves were cut out and it looked like a baggy tank top, you know? I mean, they were jacked, but it just had Jesus on like a crucifix, you know? And it was like, he is risen.
Right.
And so I was working out against the Christ boys in there today, and it was a lift.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, it was a nice, powerful lift for me today.
Yeah.
Trying to keep up with those guys. So I feel great, but I could also use some cocaine. That's never gonna go away, Javes. You know? That's never gonna go away.
Sure.
Neither is the influencers on the bus. There was a mishap at Coachella, Giorgio. You should have been there with your bus.
Should have been.
You should have been there with
Should
your
have been.
bus. When the guy gets out, I don't know if you have that video, if you can pull it up, Bob, but there was a guy who pulls up on a bus. So Revolve held another party next to Coachella that was like a 2-day event.
Was it next to it, or was it like in Coachella?
It was like...
And it was like for influencers.
5 minutes away, yeah. It was for influencers or whatever. The world we live in where the guy says, influencers, you can now get on the bus. I was like, oh my God. We're in some dystopian Hunger Games type shit. So they're calling it Fyre Fest. They were left out there for hours waiting for buses. And then other influencers were saying, I'm more important than you, and I need to get on this bus because I have more followers. And at that point, it's when I knew that we were fucked as a society.
Lord of the Flies.
That's exactly what it felt like. It was Lord of the fucking Flies up in that bitch. And some people were passed out. They were getting sick. The sun was a little too much for them because it's hot as shit up there.
But it's not Fyre Fest because you can leave.
Sort of. So some people just started walking, and I guess they had to walk like between 5 and 7 miles.
Yeah.
In that heat.
But they didn't have to. So that's the difference between. So Fyre Fest was like, you're there. There's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to sleep. There's nowhere to eat. Whatever. Revolve was like you go to the shuttle, which that already. If you're shuttling me somewhere, I'm already out.
Because you've already
it's
gone
already
to Coachella.
not exclusive enough for
Right.
me.
You've gone there. You've done that. Now you and the influencers need to go somewhere else that's just for you.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're waiting at the shuttle stop for 2 hours in the heat.
It's a lot.
Whose fault
It's a lot.
is it at that point?
But they're influencers, Jesse. They're more important than everyone else, so they
To
should
a
have been
free,
taken
and they were
care of.
invited to a free.
Some of them
show.
So some of the lesser known influencers bitched on like TikTok and said they charged us $2,000 a piece because we weren't. They were promised that they were going to show up in other influencers' videos, so I guess they could influence
All of
them to show more influence
Yeah,
to other
if
people.
you're super famous, you come for
All of
free.
this.
If you're not, you can come and brush elbows with super famous people, but it's $2,000.
$2,000. But Kim Kardashian, she was there for a little bit.
She wasn't on a shuttle.
No.
I'll fucking promise
Damn
you
right
that.
she wasn't.
And she got paid $1 million to
She
be there.
helicoptered
Yeah,
in
she did.
for a couple minutes.
Yep.
And then she left.
Yeah.
So we obviously don't feel sorry for any of them. But
No, and Bob's got the video here. Here we go. So
Let's
this has
see.
been going around. Revolved times Fyre Fest. You can play that on screen right now. Boom. Look at this, dude. They're just influencers. They're hot and sweaty. They're influencers. They're waiting for the buses.
oh, one has come. Who's gonna
Who's
and
going
then
to get
you've
on?
gotta be a beast and like
Look
shove
at
to the
that.
front.
Oh, look at them. I mean, it's like a loaf of bread just got dropped in Afghanistan. I mean, they're fucking going after that.
They're
bus
dressed the
store.
same.
Yeah, because they're all wearing Revolve.
Yeah, they're all wearing
clothing.
Revolve clothing. It's a clothing company, Giorgio. Is that the new Ed Hardy?
I thought it was a liquor.
A liquor?
No, I'm just kidding. I have no idea what Revolve is.
I don't either.
I'm not cool anymore.
No, and I was hoping for your advice and know-how on this.
I just watched all my friends, post stories about it. And, it seemed like exactly the same Coachella that it always was. The weekend set didn't look great. It looked like the crowd wasn't really into it.
No, and it's the weekend.
For Coachella
for
or
Coachella.
for the Revolve? Okay.
No, for Coachella. And the whole weekend was kind of invisible. I didn't really hear much about it this year.
Except for King Harry Styles.
Oh, what did
Prince.
he do?
He brought Shania Twain on stage.
That don't impress me much.
And he was just like,
Second time
this
today.
lady.
Second time today I've said that. Second time, you're welcome. No? That joke, it's no good for you today, James?
Don't impress me much.
By the way, you know what Shania Twain wasn't impressed by?
Phil.
She wasn't impressed by 90s Brad Pitt and a man who is able to launch a rocket into space. Feels
Shania
like that
Twain?
should impress Shania
That's
Twain,
true.
probably.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
She's got
Yeah.
a high bar.
Yeah.
90s Brad Pitt, the ability to launch rockets into space, does not impress Shania
Doesn't
Twain.
impress Shania.
Was she dating Brad Pitt? What was the Brad Pitt connection?
That's just, it's like one of the guys, it's like he's obsessed with his look. And she's like, so you're Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
So what?
Oh,
So
yeah.
what?
That don't
don't
impress
impress
me much.
That's
yeah.
bullshit, Shania.
So you're Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
she's like, so you're a rocket scientist.
Yeah.
That don't impress me.
me
That should
much.
fucking impress you.
Yeah, but she's just talking about dick size, Bob.
Yes. Oh, so you got a 14-inch hog. That don't impress
No,
me
that
much.
is what is
That's
impressive.
extremely impressive.
That-
Maybe she wants something bigger.
No, she's just
Is
like,
that
I don't
possible?
care what you do, how you look, as long as you've got a buttered baguette.
Yeah. A hog
But-
on you.
Yeah, so it was cute because he's always said Shania Twain is like his favorite, most influential person because he would listen to it with his mom
Okay.
in the car, and his mom would sing, and he learned how to sing from her and like brought her up. He's just a prince of a man. I just have to say.
Harry
But other
Styles?
than that, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes, Harry Styles is fucking cool.
He's great. He's great. No complaints out of me on Harry Styles. And he looks good without makeup, too.
But yeah, it doesn't. They were saying there was some TikToks, right? I don't know if you guys saw, but like people were getting turned away from actual Coachella. Like I don't know.
A lot of drug busts
at
this year.
capacity, which doesn't even make sense
That
because
doesn't-
you buy
that's
your
not a thing.
tickets before.
Yeah.
They can't have people dying, Ross. That's probably where the drugs have been drug has been much harder this year.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's what I wondered, like if the fentanyl had just taken over and you're like, all right, shit, I guess that's what we're afraid of now. Why ruin it? Everything, all the great things just keep getting ruined over and over and over again. Like the fentanyl, why, dude? No reason for it.
A lot of festivals have enacted these drug testing sites at
Oh,
the
so you
festival.
can like take your.
Take your drugs in there and dip them in a cup.
Well, you basically give them a little piece of your drugs, and they let you know what's in
And
it.
then they find out they're good and they take them.
Yeah. Oh, man. That like we're getting into a world that I want to live in with that bullshit. Oh, hey, you guys gonna do drugs? I'll test them for you. Oh, will you? Cool. You're gonna dunk them in some liquid, and then I'm gonna get my drugs back. And I
No.
can take them properly.
No,
Just a
that just
piece.
seems like a
Just a
good way to
tiny
narc
piece.
on yourself.
Exactly. Seems like a good way to narc on yourself. That's it.
If you're going to do drugs, do them responsibly like an adult. And until Dan releases his book with a step-by-step guide.
The problem is you got to get a trusty dealer, right?
Yeah,
That's
you
the
can't
that's the
just-
big thing, and you don't know where that shit's coming from, unless it's coming from a doctor or something. But that they're not making acid or mushrooms or anything else, ecstasy. Like a doctor's not going to give you some sweet ecstasy.
Well,
know?
not a medical doctor, but some sort of doctor will. Like I know a bunch of dudes with chemistry PhDs who are making stuff.
Maybe, but like if you're ripping rails of ketamine, like that's not the place to do it. Is at Coachella.
No.
That's too much. You want to be in your couch. You don't want to be out in public for something like that.
Well,
You
maybe
need
if you
some
got,
fun
like-
shit. You need some ecstasy. You need some blow. You need some weed. Weed's easy because that's legal in California. So you're fine on that. It's the other cool shit that you can't really do anymore or trust, I
Is
guess.
cocaine no longer legal in California?
It's not legal in California.
Are you sure about that?
Positive. Absolutely positive.
It's only
Georgia.
legal in Oregon. What is it?
Yes. Is it
Portland-
Washington? It's either Oregon or
Portland
Washington.
Or
yeah.
Washington has like legal everything.
Yeah,
Well, that was
they've
just
got legal
psilocybin.
everything.
Oh.
Yeah. They're on the frontier of like, hey, let's just get this out in the open. And if it's too much for you, well, you shouldn't have been doing it anyways. That's the same way I feel about gambling as well. Everybody's like, oh man, is everybody gonna have a gambling problem after it goes live in all 50 states? Maybe, but you know what you should and shouldn't do. You know, nobody's stopping the person eating 5 Big Macs a day. Like,
Right. Me?
no, anybody.
I feel attacked. You're right. Nobody is telling me not to, and they should. Yeah.
Is that you wanted to stop the show for them? What do you got? You got a crime corner?
No, I don't have a crime
It
corner.
looked like
It's
you
Tuesday.
were pausing to pop something lovely into the world, and you're not.
Oh, no. I did want to do a battle of the thirsty old ladies.
Okay.
Well, one thirsty and one just dried up. But
Oof.
should we start with...
Can we not say dried up for an old lady?
Don't tell me what to say. Let's start with the J-Lo Ben one.
Okay.
She was very bummed that she didn't get a lot of publicity for the engagement.
But
'Cause
we
it was
said
like
this
the
a few weeks ago.
Kardashians was coming out. She did it in like this super old lady way through a newsletter. So it didn't really pop the way she wanted it to. So
Sure.
it looks like here, let's play it from the beginning. Can you eat or no?
What is this?
So anyway, she's clearly called the paparazzi, I guess. And no, we can't.
Why can't we?
I don't think it's a problem.
Yeah, go ahead, fire
okay.
away.
No, I'm just saying, why didn't he have this? Why do you have the photo up? Just play the video.
Play the video.
Oh,
Bob.
so anyway, she comes out in overalls. Oh, just me. I think she makes eye contact with the Paps, right? You got this? You
Yeah.
good? We're in love. See? Hey.
Oh,
hey.
boy. That is a little
I
much.
just like miss you so much. He's like, what is
What fuck
what
is
is
going
he
on?
saying, by the
He's
way?
saying, what is going on?
And she's like, just kiss me, like act like be super passionate. And he's like, what? Oh, okay.
Or he's upset at her for something.
They've been fighting.
And that's why she came out? Because they've been
No,
fighting?
I think you called it. This is some thirsty paparazzi shit
Yeah,
where it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
there's no reason for any of this in the driveway either. And
No.
you know they're there. You can see them. They're 10 feet away.
She called him.
Yeah, she called him and was just like, hey, guys,
And
I'm
he's
doing
like
this.
talking through it. It's very,
He's very awkward.
she's looking at him, whatever.
Ugh,
then-
that's awkward.
Then your girlfriend,
Which one?
Jennifer Garner,
Oh, Jay Garnes, dude.
not thirsty, but maybe the dorkiest person in the world.
She's nice. She's
Mm-hmm.
probably a lovely mom,
No, she's a great mom.
you know?
She puts 100 SPF on everyone.
Yep. Every guy's got to be
Including
safe.
her.
Got to
You
be
should.
safe out in the
What?
streets.
You should.
You should. You haven't been, Dan.
I haven't.
So
You haven't been. You've just been getting color. You've getting a base. Don't tell me you've been putting SPF on.
let's see Jay Garnes. What did she do?
So anyway, she was at her friends, I guess, surprised her at dinner with a Donny Osmond, her crush.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. I
Do you have the
saw
video,
that.
Bob,
Is
or
it
no?
really her crush, Donny Osmond?
I don't know what's happening. I don't know what people are.
She's in her late 50s. Is she 50?
She's 50.
This was her 50th birthday.
Oh, it was her 50th
It was her
birthday.
50th
Okay.
birthday.
All right.
So I'll get
And
the out here.
her friends took her out. By the way, if this was my friends and they didn't tell me to like throw some fucking rouge on or
She goes out
maybe-
without makeup. She makes it work.
No.
Mm.
Nope. She definitely does do it.
Go on the big board with that. Go on the big
So
board with that.
they've-
Let's see that. Pop that up.
She thinks it's just a video of him. And
Right.
by the
Okay.
way, she's way too surprised for that.
She apparently
The hair
loves.
still is, yeah.
Oh, Bob, go back.
And then she hears his voice. Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh. I cannot. This may be cringe corner.
Boy.
This might be
no.
cringe corner.
Look
Her
at
hair
that.
is still wet at her birthday dinner. What the fuck is going on with
She
her?
maybe had swim school with the kids. Oh my God, she knows all the words. All right, this has turned from undorky to like she really likes Donny Osmond.
No, I'm sad now.
Yeah,
who?
I'm still
Her.
sad.
Because this is like I don't care about my birthday. I'm going to come with wet hair. I'm not dressing up. I just want to have my friends here and be normal. And we're not going to make a big deal about it.
My ex-husband just married the love of his life that he was with before me, and they just got this huge ring, and I'm fine with it. I'm not even going to put a brush through my hair.
And then Donny Osmond shows up, and she's like, let me take the sweater off just for one day.
Oh, boy. D-Oz, dude, shows up for Jay Garnes. Man. He's been fucking his sister in Vegas all these years.
She's lovely.
Every time I go
sure
to
she's
Vegas and
lovely.
see the Osmond, Marie and Donnie on the sign together, fucking goofing it up. Mm-hmm. All I keep thinking about is them fucking. And
Right.
It's been going on for years in Vegas.
Right.
Just brother and sister, you know?
Well, it'd be a pivot. It'd be another avenue. Incest porn is big right now.
I just feel so bad for Jennifer Garner.
Real big.
Isn't it? They're like turning.
huge.
You
Everything.
guys notice this?
It's Russia. It's
Porn-
Russia.
My fellow
Yep.
porn watchers, have you noticed that they're
Russia.
turning videos that you have already seen as not incest into
Incest.
brother and sister?
Brother and
Sister.
sister or mom and fucking,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Because they're just relabeling
They're
it.
dropping
Yes.
the step. It's full blown.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just SEO at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. It's just, but that annoys me because like I might be in the mood, and then it's like
To
none of
see-
that.
Yeah, and then
I'm
it's like
You don't
one
want to
that
read the
you
caption.
already
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, you don't want to read the caption.
Yeah.
But I feel bad for Jay Garnes. After all this shit, like, seems like a great lady. And then,
I'm sure she's delightful.
Ben Affleck has smashed so many scotch glasses against their fireplace in the house. She's like, God damn it, I'm Batman.
Yeah.
And I don't, I came home.
No, I definitely
This is
don't
it.
think.
himself.
Yeah, like I definitely don't think I don't think she cares. I don't think she's pining. I think she's happy to be rid of it. But at the same time, wow.
He's right behind me. He's always over my shoulder.
Yeah.
Ben.
Yeah.
USOB. Jay Garnes, dude. She was down for all your bullshit. She put a bunkie on you when you passed out on the couch night after a bender.
But
took
he
you to Jack in
can't-
the Box when they were divorced before she took him to rehab. Like,
But he
come on.
needs someone
She's a real one.
that's just gonna get a quick blowout.
That's not Jennifer Lopez is not a quick anything. If she's gonna blow out, it's gonna take 3 hours. I'll blink, Deanie.
But
I'll
she'll
blink,
do
Deanie.
it.
I guess. Jay Garnes, though, she looks great. Happy birthday. Happy 50th. Glad Donny Osmond was able to show up and put a little joy in your life.
Right. But I would say I'd be so pissed at my friends.
Yeah.
Be like,
Yeah.
bro. Or maybe they did tell her and she was like, no, I'm good. Maybe they're like, hey, Jen. Hi. We were thinking of going to dinner.
Yeah.
Maybe today. I know it's not your thing, but like maybe today we all kind of,
Dress up.
dry our hair or, put on some mascara today, right? And like try and make it
Yeah.
a fun thing. And she still is like, nope.
No.
I'm good. I'm gonna come right from the spa, and I'm good. And they're like, "Oh, you really want to? We're going to a nicer place." Nah.
I'm all good.
And then maybe you don't. Maybe let's wear something besides like an LL Bean zip up this
Yeah,
time, right?
Yeah.
And but no, it didn't work. So maybe they did try. I'd be really pissed if my friends just gave me no heads up whatsoever. And then Donny Osmond's coming, and then it's going to be on Entertainment Tonight and Ross Patterson Revolution, which is
Sure.
even huger. Like if she
Bigger.
knew we were going to play it here, maybe she would have
Throwing a little
just a
comb
little paint on that barn.
through that beehive.
Just a little paint on that 50-year-old barn.
She looks great. I'm not gonna
I'm
pull my
telling
pants
you.
down and shit all over Jennifer Garner.
For a dorky 50-year-old geek,
She looks great.
she looks great.
She looks great. And she had. Did you see when she turned around? She had the mom jeans on too.
Not a drop of sun
were
has
loose.
ever touched that
Some
skin.
loose jeans. Yeah, she's confident.
Yep.
She's confident in herself, and some might even say that's sexier.
Who?
Just that confidence in yourself. You know, just have confidence in yourself.
Who?
I don't know, every woman on every fucking show ever. Oh, yeah, just have confidence in yourself. Lizzo. See Lizzo getting on a private plane the other day. They were like, oh, look at her. She's so fun. Look at how much confidence she has. She's just wearing a thong on a plane. Did you see that shot?
Yeah, I think it's her line, her clothing line.
I wanted to throw up all over myself.
Oh, quit it.
Who is that for? Where in public can you go out just wearing a thong?
If you're rich.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if there's ever somebody that doesn't need to be hyped up, it's Lizzo. She has plenty of confidence.
Look
obviously.
at.
plenty
Can
of
we? Are we
confidence.
allowed to show that picture on screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Sure.
kind of.
Well, yeah. I mean, she posted on Instagram, so it must be
If it
fine.
was Miley, you would
Pop
have
it up.
no problem with it.
Pop it up.
Do you want to see this on screen?
I actually probably shouldn't, right?
Look at that, dude.
I don't mind this.
Look at that.
Yeah. I'm just saying,
Giorgio,
like,
good for you,
does
man.
do we violate anything here?
I don't
No.
think so.
I don't think
so. That's her clothing line,
Just
right?
cheeks.
It's
just
like a
it's innocent
legging.
clothes.
It's a legging chap.
We're
chaps.
about to have a daughter. Are we gonna get this for her? 'Cause
Honestly,
this is
for as
just a
big as
clothing
she
line,
is,
right?
though, that's not like, I expected worse.
That's not horrible.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, good for her. Good for you guys too.
We say good for her.
Yeah, but that's having confidence in yourself.
I would rather
And that's
see
what they were
that
saying on
than
the show the
Jennifer
other day.
Garner. I would rather see that than Jennifer Garner.
Not one prayer on God's green earth. Okay, not one fucking prayer on God's green
Oh,
earth.
Amber Heard without makeup doesn't do it for you, but you love a Jennifer Garner straight
You
out of
gotta.
the spa.
Here's the thing. You gotta put age in there. How old is Amber Heard?
35.
She's 35 now.
Yeah.
Shit.
Should be 36, I think, at the end of the month.
Jay Garnes is fucking 50.
Now, do you think they photoshopped the cellulite out? Because there's not a whole lot here.
That's a Photoshop shot.
It's weird.
I think if you
It
look at a
is?
real one, there you go. There's the real one right there. Yeah. Go back to that other pic. You had it.
Okay,
there it is.
there it is.
I would
That's
say
the real
this
one.
is
No, that's just
higher.
closer.
It's just higher def and closer. Yeah, like
Yeah.
No,
this
the
is-
first one's definitely photoshopped or airbrushed.
Yeah.
Okay, so they airbrushed her to look better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that might be. Yeah,
So we're not.
She's so confident.
We're not celebrating body positivity.
No.
yet.
No.
Okay.
No, we
also
are.
shape.
We're celebrating
Just
confidence
bigger.
in women.
No, by the way.
I want to.
By the way.
You don't.
We have always celebrated bigger, but we have never loved cellulite, right? Like, that is one thing that we cannot wrap our heads around and be like, yes.
It's volume, but it has to be smooth.
Has to be smooth.
And
if
hairless.
It's smooth and hairless, it can be as big as you want.
Sure. But that's not.
That's not how it works, unfortunately.
looks
so
like
we
the
all
moon
have
landing.
to like pretend.
I could see Buzz Aldrin stepping on that ass. Like that's a fucking full moon right there. Mm-hmm. You know? Mm-hmm. R.I.P. to Neil Armstrong too. Okay? I didn't know he died like 10 or 12 years ago. So that always kind of sneaks up on me.
Really?
On Facebook. Yeah. Yeah. I like to post, somebody put R.I.P. Lance Armstrong or Neil Armstrong on Facebook. And I hearted it with like the huggy one, the huggy heart, where it's you hug yourself in the heart, and that's the emoji you press.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the huggy heart emoji.
Rare. That's a rare one.
Yeah, but it's on Facebook now, so you have that option to click it, and I did. And then I scrolled down to the comments, and somebody was like, "Hey, man, he fucking died like 10 years ago," and I was like, "Ah, shit, we lose Neil that long ago?"
Whoops.
Yeah.
Buzz is still alive, though.
Yeah,
still
and I
rocking
think
the
that's
shit.
more important.
Punch people in the face.
Yes.
We've tried to get him on Drinking Bros numerous times, and the last time his publicist just said no. But I think it's because of the mental condition he's in. I don't think he's in the best condition.
I would
right
love
now.
for him to attack Dan and then Dan fire a round off into his leg.
Yeah.
What happens if you shot Buzz Aldrin?
Exactly.
That'd be
Isn't he already in
dope.
wheelchair?
Yeah, he's in wheelchair.
Okay, so never mind. It'd be a slow
He's
attack.
probably got to be 95, right? If you fired a round into his leg, would he feel it?
Yeah, he's not paralyzed.
Shatter him. He might die.
He's not paralyzed.
He's not
It's
paralyzed.
hard
He's
for
just
him
he's
to
old. He's got to be
walk.
92.
He's 92.
Wow, I didn't know he was that old.
Oh yeah, dude. No lie, I've tried to get him on the show 5 times, and like I've hit up his publicist. Finally, they just were like, "Stop asking. Like this is not going to happen." And if Buzz were a younger man, I think he would have come on the show and kicked some ass, drank some whiskey, had a steak with us, and then punched one of us in the mouth.
Would you allow Lizzo on?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think Lizzo's actually super fucking talented. I just, the whole shit of her going out in public with her fucking asshole out every single time is a little much for me. Like, I get it that you want to be like, I don't care about health or everything else, but then it's like, well, then why do you care about COVID and all the other shit? Like, it doesn't really make sense to me.
We don't know that she does care about COVID.
No, there was a mask thing with her too, and it was just like, oh, hey, we're going to do that. But it's like, but you should also take care of yourself and try to not do that. But we're celebrating it now, Jabes. That's what we're doing. And didn't they do that with Victoria's Secret too? They had the plump girls. What were they calling them? The plumper models or something?
The plus
Plus-size angels.
That's it. Plus size angels. Yes.
And by the way, they were not. I mean, they were like my size. They just weren't like tiny sticks.
And
Right.
BBW is in, and Drake is rapping about it.
Yeah.
It's
But again, you gotta keep it smooth
and hairless.
You do.
and
do.
hairless.
Is he coming out with a new song or something? Is that why he was with Taylor Swift? What's the connection there?
Who knows?
Drake and Taylor Swift.
Nah, Future's got an album coming soon.
He's just not good enough.
He hasn't
unfortunately.
been recently, no.
No. Kendrick Lamar is coming out May 19th. Oh, shit. Is that Taco Bell Day? I think that's Taco Bell Day. Is it Mexican Pizza Day?
May 19th.
Yeah, or May 11th.
Let me see.
Kendrick Lamar's got a new album coming out. And
I don't
then
want to think that much.
Pusha T's got an album coming out. It's I think
19th.
next
That was
week.
wild that Dan didn't know who Pusha T was.
Yeah. Fucking insane.
He's old.
Dan does?
Dan.
Pusha T's been around for a minute. Like,
90s.
Look, you and I get it, dude. I don't know what world Dan lives in.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Less Slayer.
Yeah. Dan already lives like he's 90. Like he's like Buzz Aldrin's age.
You
It's baseball on in the background, guessing pitches, anger, a lot of anger already. Imagine Dan in 50 years, how angry he'll be.
Oh, curmudgeon.
Yeah.
Just
do you think
a
Dan
curmudgeon.
at home watching the baseball game keeps like the scorebook
Yeah, the whole thing.
where he just like tracks hits?
Yeah, and I guess he gets like super mad.
Yeah. Brittany told us the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it's like, there's people that watch the game, sort of in the background, watch whatever, but he's like super into it. And then, God damn it.
You're just home from
to
work.
baseball, dude.
162
62 games. Yeah, you can't take every game personally.
You cannot. I mean, you're going to die.
And the
You could be
Braves are
doing-
always going to be shitty in the first half of the season. No need to watch the first half of the season for the Braves
no.
at all.
Or to get like
Tune in after the All-Star
too
break.
invested in it.
Yeah, it's 162 fucking games. Like, we're good on all that. Shorten it. That season should have been shortened long ago. But instead, they're like, no, it's tradition. We're going to go 162. And now they're timing pitchers. So you have and a guy didn't make it in time the other night because they're trying to speed up the game for kids because every kid's got ADD. So this pitcher didn't make it to the mound the other night. And they're like, sorry, you can't have 5 practice throws anymore. And he got in an argument with the umpire that took 2 minutes. And you were like, this is longer than the fucking shit.
Right.
Baseball as a sport, I don't think is long for this world. Just with the attention span of everybody else, no, there's no way. Because we were talking about the movie and the difference between movies and TV. To get somebody into an hour-and-a-half movie, you've got to flirt it up and fun it up. They just dropped the new trailer for Thor. Those are just turning into comedies now, which I like. I'll pop in for that new Thor.
Yeah.
But they're just turning these into comedies so they're more palatable because it's like, all right, we've got to pump out 800 Marvel movies a year now to make some money at the box office. What do we do to actually make people interested again? So now they're just kind of comedies, which I don't mind.
They do a good job with that.
I know, they
Marvel
do.
has done a
Yep.
great job just kind of mixing in the comedy.
I agree.
Yeah.
I
Why
agree.
are you shaking your head?
I hate it.
Really?
Why?
I feel like it's like it dulls it down for the kids. It takes me out of the film. It takes like all the suspense and realism.
Did you like
out
the
of it. I
first
just don't- I
two
just don't-
Thors
I
and
just
you're like,
don't
oh,
care anymore.
Ragnarok, they completely changed the character? No, Ragnarok's the best Thor.
I hated all the Thors.
The first two suck.
Ragnarok's great. Also, they're doing a better job writing comedy than actual comedians
Yes.
because they're writing jokes that make sense for the characters and the story. And then you go see a comedy movie and it's just like, let's do our improv act. There's no fucking script. Like we'll find the story point at some point. And you just want to like kill yourself when you watch a real comedy now.
Yeah, and the other part about that is because they're not making any comedies at all, this is the only place you can kind of go to see some jokes in it. And because it's a superhero, you can get away with saying more because it's not a real person. So,
And I guess like the only comedies they are making, there are some decent ones like Death of Stalin, Jojo Rabbit, but they're kind of like more subtle and they're darker.
right. Yeah, it's a little darker. There's no like Bridesmaids and shit like that anymore.
How about we make our dramas dark and our comedies light? Or is that just me?
I mean, now you're being
That's
crazy.
racist. Yeah.
Now you're
We don't
being
talk about
crazy.
darks and lights here. I mean, that's fucked up, Giorgio. That's really strange.
Well, I'm blind, so
So is
blonde?
love.
blind.
Oh, blind.
So is love. Speaking of Love is Blind, you watched that spinoff last night. How was that on Netflix?
The Ultimatum.
Mm-hmm.
Weird.
Was it? Mm-hmm. What's the fucking sitch with it? I didn't pop in.
There's like 5 couples. One of the people in the couples has made an ultimatum to the other saying, if you need to shit or get off the pot, basically, we need to be engaged or married.
Okay.
So one of them is saying that and the other person is dragging their feet. Never a good sign, won't work out. But they go to this thing and then they essentially break up in this bubble. So they have to split, they have to break up, and then they have to start dating other people all in the same show.
Okay.
So they're kind of like swapping, girlfriend and boyfriend swapping. And they get to see them dating other people. And that's as far as I got.
Got it. Because I when I popped in towards the end, when you were checking out of it, it was Nick Lachey and his wife, Vanessa. What was her original last name?
Lord knows.
I don't know. Whatever it was. She, had told the people on the show, she goes, look, I gave this ultimatum to Nick to get married after 5 years of dating, 5.5 years of dating. And I said, Louis, we've got to get married. And I was like, well, we know the answer to that. Nick was getting spousal support from Jessica Simpson, who's super rich. And that's why he wasn't getting married, because he was like,
yeah, and then she finally was
fuck.
like, listen, bro, fuck this. And that's kind of how that went. So these two, Nick Lachey and Vanessa Lachey, I don't know. Bob, what's her maiden name?
Manilo.
Yes.
Oh, Vanessa Manillo?
Yeah, right? She was someone before, some kind of
She
host
was.
or
I think she
something,
was
She's
whatever.
an actress and host. She's on TRL.
I was going to say, she was
Yeah,
a VJ on TRL, right?
Yeah, but then she was like I know her from 30 Rock. She was on one of those episodes, and then she's just doing a bunch of stuff.
Okay. All right. But yeah, if you...
They've turned themselves into or fancy themselves a couple, an expert on
relationships.
marriage and
Yeah.
relationships
Good for them.
because they're still married is pretty much the only criteria.
All they do is go on vacations.
Right.
Just endless vacations that
I think
are
they
kind
have
of
3
timed around
kids, they're still
game
married.
shows. Yeah.
And
That's a
so
great life.
that makes them experts.
Yeah. It's a great life when you get to vacation, tan, and just kind of cruise the world and do whatever.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome, dude. Good for them.
Sure.
I didn't know if Lachey was going to be able to pull that out, though. Because when you cut off that spousal support from Jessica Simpson, I mean, that Walmart money she was making was fucking massive off that clothing line.
She owns 100% of
Oh,
her
yeah, dude.
clothing.
She
So
is fucking
she is
loaded.
actually, you forget, and we sleep on Jessica Simpson sometimes, but like one of the richest
Yeah.
women in the world
The thing that
and smart kind of businesswoman. Anyway.
but the thing that checked me out of Jessica Simpson was on that show. I don't know if you watched it, Bob, but she was always taking huge shits. And he was just always like, man, this is fucking
I
too
don't.
Hey,
much.
that's a Texas girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't remember that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. She was stinking up the bathroom all the time. And that never shook my mind. I couldn't shake it out of my mind. Why are you laughing?
I don't know. Because, yeah, I don't remember that part, but I do see that being a stain that doesn't.
That's what broke up Schaub and Ronda Rousey. She was taking fucking grown man dumps.
First off, if you don't expect that out of Ronda Rousey, then that's
Yeah,
your
no,
fucking
I don't
fault.
know who you think Ronda Rousey is.
It's
but
like, oh, I can't believe Lizzo's taking giant shits
yeah,
in my
yeah,
house.
yeah. You're like, no, that makes sense. It's when it's out of tiny ass Jessica Simpson,
Right.
you go, what are you eating? Do you know what I mean? That's when it's a mystery.
She's a Texas girl, right? That's what you get when she's like, I'm not like regular girls. I eat hamburgers.
Yeah.
Okay, well, hamburgers are coming out of you,
Yeah,
too.
I'm not delicate. You know, I'm like one of the boys. Yeah. See, that's where you guys draw the line. Like you want to be like able to hang out,
Right.
but not be a guy.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
like not smell like, eat like, shit like.
You don't want barbecue and nacho shits coming out of Jessica Simpson, for Christ's sakes.
You
You don't have to hang out. No, just to make sure that doesn't happen, you can just come. You don't have to eat the barbecue. Just watch me.
Yeah. Just watch me eat before you come. And you actually don't even need to really hang out. Just be cool with me going to hang out, right? Like,
take a picture with me there, and then you can just
and then be
something.
like, hey, I'm a little bit tired. I'm gonna go home. You stay with your boys.
Yeah.
That's what you guys are talking about. Not like get fucking whiskey drunk. Fucking
I got the taco
whiskey
shits, y'all.
shits. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not
attractive.
When we take it that far is when you guys are like,
Oh, boy.
she's so cool, man. She's just like one of the guys, you know?
She pees outside.
Yeah. Standing up
Standing up. And then
against a wall
and then
somehow.
just washes
Throws the
off the
leg up.
wall with a hose, like just a green hose.
Pulls the
garden hose.
Pulls the lips up in such a way that it actually goes onto the wall.
One-handed.
She sprays
so cool.
it. She sprays
She's
it.
so cool, dude. Yeah.
She fillets it and sprays
You're going
it.
to love her, dude. You're going to love her. My girlfriend. She's coming to hang out. She's just like chill, dude.
She's super chill, man.
Yeah.
She sprays it and fillets it, dude. What?
What?
She spreads her pussy and then pisses
She's
on
going
the
to come
wall.
into the dude's bathroom with us and use the urinal. You have to see this.
You gotta
dude.
watch this, dude.
She's
It's
so
fucking
hot.
incredible.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
But you got to leave before she takes a shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's gonna get real stinky in here. So
You're going to love her, man. This is what I've been looking for, dude. Just someone that could hang, you know?
whole fucking house smells like dirty potpourri. God, it's so distinct, you know? That potpourri smell.
Sure,
and shit.
yeah, because you spray something,
Yeah.
but it's not enough to cover it up.
no.
It just mixes.
Just mixes in the air, and then it's just this.
And then it's flowery shit.
It's what I pictured the streets of China to smell like. I've never been there, but I just pictured potpourri and shit. I don't know why.
Fan technology just isn't there yet.
It's not.
Yeah, I
it's
know.
not. It never
Why
has been.
Isn't there one, or I'm sure maybe rich people have it, but where Bob probably knows about this because he's super rich.
You want it to be like one of those things
But
at the
like a
dentist,
suction,
where it
like
just sucks it
full-on
out. Yeah,
suction
full on
out.
suction out. And just shoot it into the sky.
Yeah.
A pressured room, in a way.
Yeah.
Like vents on the floor that like don't let the smells escape.
Something. We put a man on the moon.
We did. His name was Buzz
And
Aldrin.
bathrooms still smell like shit
God
after.
damn.
Not cool.
Way to go,
Relationships
NASA.
could be saved if we had this technology.
Oh, dude. A lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Relationships and then also like intestines of people that are like not shitting, not pooping in a new relationship. But yeah.
Yeah. Last thing I wanted to chat about before we get off the air is Apple's got a bunch of original programming that is out. Apparently, that Jon Stewart show is bombing, and the ratings are horrific on that. You got any ideas or guesses why? You personally?
Me personally, I can't figure out what the point of view is.
The point of who?
I can't figure out who he's talking to.
Oh, yeah.
It's not very clear cut. It's kind of all over the place. I love Jon Stewart.
I don't think you can quit for that long and then come back.
Well, and
It's
if you
too
do,
much.
I'm sorry, but you kind of have to do the show that we loved. We're just dumb monkeys like that, right? Where it's like, do what we liked you doing.
This is, if you haven't seen his show, it's kind of like you're tackling big issues in the world, but it's a more serious look at it. And then there's also some comedy in there, and it feels strange.
Right.
The whole thing feels strange. And when he let off, because we watched the pilot episode, and when he let off and said, I'll address the, elephant in the room here. Yes, I'm super fucking old. Like, he took like 10 years off and then came back. And people just don't watch talk shows in that format anymore at all. I think the reason Bill Maher's been able to stay relevant and alive on HBO is his clips the next day on Twitter go fucking mega viral immediately. Every show he fucking does, there's always 1 3-minute clip that usually fucking rockets across Twitter and YouTube, and you're just like, all right.
But he's kept the same
format for
years.
30 years now at this point.
And unfortunately, that's kind of like what you have to do.
So here's the numbers. These are going to shock you. You ready? 180,000 is what watched the pilot episode for Jon Stewart.
180,000?
Yes. There's podcasts on
That's
YouTube
it?
that get way more than that. Not us, because we're fucking shadow banned for talking about girls taking taco shits and everything else. But whatever, man. 180,000. That's not even close to a podcast level at that point. And I know they made him do a podcast, and I guess the podcast is doing okay. But that might be the format in which he lives now. The one who's been able to pivot and do great shit consistently is Conan O'Brien.
Yeah.
He's got a great podcast. And he's always fun doing fucking weird, cool shit in different formats. And he's switched from like an hour long to a half hour long to a traveling show. And all of them have been good. So he's been good at it. I don't know what Jon Stewart does after this, but yeah, 180,000 people watched the fucking pilot episode. Strange. That's not a lot at all. I feel like Apple is just pandering to like Hollywood's bullshit of like, all right, what's the liberal love we're going to have? And we're going to have this show. Where's that fucking Nixon show going with Julia Roberts and Sean Penn?
I got Stars.
Is it Stars?
Really?
Yeesh. We don't know
I
that.
don't even have stars. And
You have
that's
everything.
huge.
Jesse has every app secretly.
Yeah.
And
I even got
know.
BritBox.
You did not.
No, I didn't.
Fuck you. BritBox. But yeah, it's one of those things where I feel like just Apple's just doing these shows where it's just to do them of like, oh, it's the Obamas and everything else. All
the
of it's
First Lady one.
Yeah, all of it's bombing. Like all of it is fucking bombing. Even their podcast.
They're just grabbing for names. It's just a name.
And by
Yeah, but
bombing,
the
you mean
names
winning
don't
awards?
sell
Yeah.
in that space anymore. Yeah.
No, I know, but it's the same reason we have a new fucking Batman movie every goddamn 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just like people know that, make that.
Yeah.
Like that's
name-
all it is.
name-
Speaking of which,
recognition.
they just brought that to HBO Max already. That thing was killing in the box office. I'm surprised they yanked it so soon and put it on HBO Max. Different time. The movie wasn't very good, but whatever.
According to Bob, it wasn't killing.
Oh yeah, it only made
Would
$800 million.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, King Bob. He's got to have an Avatar.
Is it
budget.
Tray Pass?
Tray Pass?
Tray Pass. I mean,
Is
that's
it
how
a
my
Tray Pass party?
film viewings are. It's hard to explain to new money.
Yeah. Gilded Age type of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Oh, they got. You know what they have here is John Oliver, the guy that used to be on the Daily Show. His ratings were 844,000. Not great, but still way better than Jon Stewart's. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I mean, John Oliver has had a massive show over the last decade over at HBO, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
depending upon what you care about what he wants to say or not, his show's very big.
No,
Those
it's
are-
not that. I just think Jon Stewart's more beloved, and I think by a lot of the right as well. I like Jon Stewart. I just don't like that show. I don't like the format. So,
I want to say Bill Maher's season premiere this year got 867,000. So he's pretty much right in line with John Oliver. I think he's doing a little better overall.
And he just started a podcast.
he did, and it's good. I listened to it. I hate to say
It's
it.
okay.
It's pretty fucking
Which one
decent.
did you listen to?
Was it
The
David?
Piers Morgan one was weird.
Was it Dana Carvey or he had a weird first guest on? Who was the pilot?
Oh,
episode
yeah,
of
yeah.
that? I listened to that, and it was decent. Like shit, was it Tarantino?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
That's the one I listened to. Yeah, with Quentin Tarantino. Yeah, I feel like Bill Maher's going a little more right these days, where it's just like,
Yes and no. Like, he will, but then someone started talking about pronouns, and then he was like, hey, whoa, like, don't just don't just disregard. He's like, it's weird. Like, on some issues, he really is, and on some, he's like, whoa, respect. I mean,
yeah,
come on.
he's going to stick to the pronouns, huh?
Yeah.
If I see that in somebody's profile, I automatically know I will never be friends with that person, and nor could I communicate with them in real life. That's just a bridge too far for me. I see what you look like.
I want to befriend someone like that so that they can ask me mine,
Mm-hmm.
and I can say nope. Nope. That's all. I just want to have that moment of no,
No,
not doing that.
Not gonna do that
but
one.
you can, and
Yeah.
I'll call you whatever. But nope. That's all.
That's a
I just
no
want
for
to
you,
have
dog.
that interaction, but I don't have any friends like that. I don't have any friends.
Oh, James.
Let's be honest.
I do.
Greg knows.
I do. Let's end the show with me and Johnny Depp since he's on
You
trial.
and
today.
Johnny
There
Depp.
we go. Pop Johnny back up there and we'll get
Are
out
you
of it.
gonna
We'll
have-
get out of here on Johnny, my
Are you going to
buddy.
have Greg on the next show?
Yeah, we'll have Greg on Drinking Bros today. Look at Johnny. Wanye Depp. Look at that. Oh, good luck, Johnny. Good luck. Tell him about her poop in the bed today. Poop in the bed.
It hasn't started yet, Bob. I don't
No, it
think.
hasn't started. They're interviewing the doctor right now, I
Yeah,
guess.
he still hasn't taken the stand.
Okay.
Hasn't
good.
taken the stand.
Just
I've taken
making
my
sure.
stand. Go to iTunes, rate the show 5-star, leave a quick review. It's all the advertisers give a shit about. Go to Spotify and just click a 5-star and then run away and go hide in a closet for 2 days until the show comes back on. We would really appreciate that. For Jesse Wiseman, a.k.a. The Jables, I'm Ross Patterson. This is The Revolution. Buenos Aires, everyone.
Good afternoon.